The Resilience Garden. Sophie's new town felt big and gray. Every house and every face was new, which made her tummy feel tight and her voice small. She missed her old school and the bright red door of her best friend's house. "Explore a little, sweetie," her mom suggested. "You might find something wonderful." Sophie pulled on her blue sneakers. She walked down the long back path behind her apartment complex, kicking at stray stones. The path ended abruptly at a tall, wobbly wooden fence. A thick vine covered the wood like a giant green blanket. Curious, Sophie peeked through a small knothole in the fence. Behind the fence, a small garden slept. Weeds stood taller than Sophie, and a faded wooden sign lay half buried, reading, "Community Garden." Everything was messy, but she saw the ghost of beauty underneath. "It just needs a little bit of help," she whispered to the sleeping space. Sophie ran back home and came back with a pair of her dad's gardening gloves and a rusty trowel she found in the storage shed. The next day, Sophie worked under the afternoon sun. She cleared away dead leaves and pulled up thorny vines. It was hard work. Her arms ached, and sometimes the weeds won, but she kept going. Suddenly, she noticed someone watching her. It was a boy with quiet eyes, leaning against the fence where she had first peeked through. He had a sketchbook in his hand, but didn't say anything. Sophie's voice felt like a tiny butterfly trapped in her throat. She wanted to ask him to help, but her shyness held her back. She took a deep breath. "Be resilient, Sophie. Try again, even if it's scary." "Hello," Sophie finally managed, her voice a little shaky. "My name is Sophie. This garden is really big. Do you like drawing flowers?" The boy stepped closer. "I'm Ben," he said softly. "I like drawing everything, especially things that are trying." Ben started helping her right away. He was quiet, but his hands were strong. He helped Sophie fix the wobbly fence and carry the heaviest bags of old leaves. They planted wildflower seeds together. Slowly, the garden stopped being gray. Tiny green sprouts poked their heads out of the soil. Soon, the bright colors of purple and yellow flowers covered the bare ground where only weeds had been. Sophie looked at the garden, blooming and bright. She realized her voice felt bigger now, and her tummy wasn't tight anymore. She had been resilient and believed in herself enough to ask for help. Just like the flowers, she had pushed through the hard ground and found the sun